But we're ready to go racing for the Blue Crew Oceania Junior Cup. Race 1 of 5 laps. Cameron Dunker starting from pole position. Blue Crew Oceania Junior Cup is go for round 3 with race number 1 as they blast off the line. Looked like Dunker got a great start. You always expect Tom Drain on board bike number 59. Well, I've lost count of how many Australian championships he's won, but he's won 3 AMA championships and he hits the lead, Braxy, as they head down towards turn 2 for the first time and start what would be on these bikes a very long run up the hill.
Very long run up the hill, and also very watching the wind as well as Marianos Nicholas moves up the 2nd position, our championship leader. He's got 20 points up his sleeve at the moment with these 2 races. Unfortunately for a lot of people, that's been reduced from the 3 usual races to 2 due to the time constraints of this weekend as they come down the hill through AGV turn, down now into turn number 6 like the fishhook that brings them back on themselves as they make this little charge up through one of the few left-handers on the track, through the right-hand Pirelli turn number 9, and then the charge down and a bit of a slipstreaming duel to get down into turn number 10, the Yamaha Rebja Hart corner, before that big slipstreaming duel down straight. Tom Drain leading on bike number 59, Nicholas in 2nd, Cameron Swain moving up into 3rd position, Dunker our pole position man back in 4th.
Cameron Swain and Cameron Dunker, while you were talking, Braxy, changed position about 3 or 4 times over the space of that lap. It was outrageous between the 2 of them, just swapping positions constantly. Look, coming into the equation too is the young man that we spoke about yesterday, Nate O'Neill, on board bike number 65. He's managed to work his way through into 5th position, and we've got one off into the gravel trap there at the Motul corner. Not the first person to come to grief there so far this weekend. And lucky the bike's pretty light, he's able to turn it and he should be able to get it back out of the gravel trap.
Another one that's been rather impressive this weekend is Clay Clegg. He started off down, and I think he missed the first round at Phillip Island. And he's now coming through into the genuine contender for the future. It was Hayden Nelson, the young New South Welshman, running wide at 2. And I think that might have been a bit of help from some very close proximity riders that next door to him.
But and also too, Clay Clegg actually stepped off his R3 machine in one of the earlier sessions, so they go 2 races or so ago. Oh, sorry, 2 sessions ago before the Kawasaki Superbike class. So good to see he's back out there on the R15 doing well.
Now look at this bunch of bikes at the moment. Nicholas was in front. Well, you can't split them as they cross the start-finish line. Nicholas, Drain and Dunker. Drain getting it by, what was the gap at the end? Well, leader. You don't get much closer than that from the Computime boys.
No, their monitors couldn't even figure out who was the leader as they came across the line. But as they go up the hill, we can see that it is Cameron Dunker on board bike number 50 that has moved back into the lead. Marianos Nicholas in 2nd place. Tom Drain has gone back to 3rd. Then it's 26 Cameron Swain in 4th place, and Clay Clegg, that man you just spoke about, sitting back there in 5th place on board bike number 63. Oh, we've got one down at the top of the hill. I think unfortunately that looks like it could be Angus Grenfell again. On bike number 39, he's managed to get up and move out of the way so that he's not in any danger. The bike is still sitting on the outside of the track, so hopefully they can remove that early on. Oh, sorry, soon, so that oh no, there's bike number 39 there, so I'm not sure who that was, but it was someone with a Jack Miller replica helmet, exactly the same as what oh no, there it goes. I think it is Angus Grenfell on bike number 36 moving down through the field now.
He's tumbling down the leaderboard.
So it was Angus.
Our leaders come back on to complete lap number 3 of this shortened race by 1 lap. And at the moment, it's Cameron Dunker who's got a minuscule lead from Drain and Nicholas. And then a bit of a gap back to bike number 63, Clay Clegg. And my apologies, he was sitting in, Clay sitting in 6th in the championship after a pretty good effort at Phillip Island over the 3 races down the leaderboard. But Phillip Island and Wakefield Park, 2 very different. Well, that's a bit of an unusual place. Maybe he was caught out by a little bump in the road or something there, but he's going, what happened?
Oh, and also too, at the top of the hill there, the wind would be getting under the bike, pushing it a little bit wide as well. Also too, impressive ride so far in this race from bike number 55. You can see there Varus Fleming. He's sitting in 7th place, but he's just behind these 2 battling, or 3 battling here for 5th and 6th position. as the top three have just managed to start to get away a fraction, Braxy, from the rider in fourth place at the moment, Clay Clegg.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a battle here, isn't there? They're starting to close up shop amongst Dunker, Nicholas and Drain. Glenn Nelson, another great effort from him, considering the setback he had last year with that leg he had in a bit of scaffolding for 4 months. And he's come up even more determined than ever as we come onto the straight to get the last lap board coming through. And a man with lesser knowledge would think that Dunker's got a race-winning lead at the moment, but just watch this with 2.2 kilometres to go with Nicholas, our championship leader, and there's Tom Drain in his unmistakable white helmet. I like the white helmet of Drain and the black helmet of Dunker. They're very easy to tell apart and see who's on track. And there's Marianas Nicholas, and he said to me after Friday, he said, I'll break the lap record on Saturday, which he did. And I don't think we're going to go too close to any lap record somehow today.
No, that 1:14.906, not under threat today, I don't think. But this ride from Dunker, we've got one more down top of the hill. I think that might be Nelson, is it? It's no, unfortunately, it's the second Jack Miller replica helmet that's gone down at the top of the hill. And that means that Clay Clegg will now move up into fourth place. But this ride from Dunker has been very impressive, Braxy, because he qualified on pole position. On the first lap, he was back as far as fourth position, but he's managed to scythe his way back through the field, get the better of Marianas Nicholas and also Tom Drain to lead them down the back straight for the final time.
Well, he's moving well because he got a fourth, a third and a second.
That's the progression that he wanted.
Exactly, right at the top. So slow and steady wins the race as they come down to check the checkered flag. And who's going to get a bike number 50? It is Cameron Dunker takes the win in the Blue Crew Oceania Junior Cup from Tom Drain by the barest of margins over Marianas Nicholas in the drag to the line. And as you said, Clay Clegg, a great result for him to move into fourth position. I think that's his best result in the Oceania Junior Cup so far.
And I'm pretty sure it's Cameron Dunker's best performance as well, taking his first win on board bike number 50. Cameron Swain finishes in 5th position. Nate O'Neill finishes in 6th. Varus Fleming, another great ride from him on board the 55 machine to finish 7th. Joe Russo, Henry Snell and Levi Russo round out the top 10.
Bit of bench racing in the Russo family this afternoon.
You think so?
Well, Levi won yesterday, or beat his brother yesterday. Now it's swapping around, so it's reminiscent of the Stouffer brothers from many years ago.
And to show you how competitive this class is, the round 1 winner, Lucas Quinn, that won all 3 races, finished in 11th position in that race. So we'll be hearing from our top 3 very shortly. That will be Cameron Dunker, Tom Drain and Marianas Nicholas. And Clay Clegg, as we mentioned, 4th place. Cameron Swain in 5th. Nate O'Neill. Very close group there between Cameron Swain, Nate O'Neill and Varus Fleming. Then Joe Russo was having a bit of a lonely ride in 8th place. Henry Snell in 9th and Levi Russo rounds out the top 10. Lucas Quinn in 11th place. Brodie Gorwith in 12th. Jamie Port, who's been ill this weekend, a great ride from him to get back on the bike today and complete in 13th position ahead of James Weaver in 14th. Casey Middleton 15th. Toby James in 16th. Lincoln Knight in 17th. Hayden Nelson in 19th. And unfortunately, Glenn Nelson and Angus Grenfell crashed in the latter stages of that race. So congratulations to Cameron Dunker, who takes 25 valuable points for the first race of round 3, the final round of the championship. And he'll be making his way down to Parc Fermé to receive plaudits. Next event on today's program will be race 1 for the Motorsports TV Supersport Championship. Tom Taparis has a championship lead heading into the final 2 races today. Time to hear from our top 3 from the first Blue Crew Oceania Junior Cup race. There with Mark Brax.
Well, Marianas Nicholas, well done, 3rd position. He's still got a handy lead in the championship. Didn't only have to battle these guys, but battling the wind out there as well.
Yeah, it was definitely a difficult one with the wind. I just thought I'd go into championship mode as I did the hard yards last round yesterday. So just don't want to bin it, so just trying to keep it upright for the championship win.
All right, one more race to go. All the best.
Thanks, Braxy.
Now, 2nd position, Tom Drain. You managed to pip him on the line, mate, and good racing, but it's a lot of things to consider this race.
Yeah, it was a hard race because of the wind as well. And then Cam got away a bit in the middle of the race, and then I tried catching him back and just missed down the line.
Well, you got one more to go for the year, so maybe make up for it then. Well done.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
No worries. And we move on to our winner. His first win in the Oceania Junior Cup, proudly presented by the Blue Crew. Cameron Dunker, well done, mate. You were a very good race.
Yeah, thank you. It was pretty tricky with the wind, and at the start of the race, a few people were just making moves, and then I just got one really good slipstream, and then just pulled away from there.
All right, good confidence boost for you. All the best for the last race.
Yep, thank you.
No worries. Back to you guys.